guys, welcome back to another video. So today, we're going to be unboxing Wind Up Wally from Spirit Halloween 2026, so let's get it. Alright guys, so here we are. Second unboxing. My Spirit Halloween animatronics. Last video was Crackles, but anyways, let's not waste any time and let's unbox it. Alright, so getting the box open. He has a very small box. I'll get some sides here. We got this here. Whose house is that? Yeah, we got One Up Wally here. This house. I don't know why they did that, but over here we got like his things where it says quickly pops up for surprising scare, and then speaks 4 lines and makes key turning, gear clicking, clanking, and circus music sounds. And it has the barcode to scan him so you can see him online. And then just the front. So yeah, let's crack open this guy. Alright. So now we got the box out of the way, we can go ahead and crack everything open here. Oh, I see his face. But we're gonna go ahead and crack this one. Right here, we have his hat. And then the other thing we got here is these sandbags labeled N. Here, I don't think I will be needing these, but sandbags. And then right here we have the adapter labeled E. And the last thing inside of this bag here, kind of crumpled up, but we have his instructions here. So yeah, then right here we have his arms. Actually very small arms because, you know, he's basically kind of like a toddler baby, something like that. These are labeled H and G. So there you go. And right here we have his very cool wind-up key, which is labeled I right there. Then right here we have his clothing here. Very small clothing. Then over here we have, right here we have the IR sensor. But yeah, so this is a one piece, so yeah. So there are his clothes. Then right here we basically have Crouchy's shoes, but they have little ruffles. Not like ruffles, but like those like things on there. Freaking spider on my phone. But yeah, there are his shoes. Literally the same as Crouchy. But yeah, there are his shoes. Then guys, right here, we got the head. That is not good. There's some paint chip. I'm gonna have to call them about that. But other than that, here is his face. I have a perfect face, thank gosh. But yeah, as you can see, there's paint chip. But his head is labeled G. So yeah, there's his head. Then right here we have his hip loop, I think. This looks pretty bent. Jeez, I'm gonna have to call Dr. Hobby about this. It might not be, but this one is labeled O, I believe. It's either O or D. But yeah, there's his either hip loop, I think. So yeah, there it is. Then right here, we have his mechanism with this protective plastic thing on here. I'll take off. Then there's this on here. I'll take off. But yeah, there's his mech. This is, I don't think this is labeled. So yeah, there's his mech. Then right here we have his base with poles. Poles are labeled B and B. Then the base right here is labeled A. And also they have these things here. But so yeah, there's his base. All right, that is everything in the box. So let's get on to the setup. All right, what you want to do to start the setup is put on these poles here, labeled B and B. So, this connector will not go in. So, okay, there we go. Now what you want to do is put on the feet the shoes. Just like that. Now what you want to put on is the legs. I meant the clothes. Just like that. Then after that, you want to put on the mechanism, the control box. Okay. And then put now what you want to do is put on the hip loop. I got to put that on as well, so put that over this, down, and then just like that. Next, what you want to do is put on the arms. Like that. Then now what you want to do is put on the head. Personally, I'll just do that if you don't want to, but it doesn't really matter. You can put on the head after this point. So then we'll go to the back just to plug everything in a sec. Put on this hat here. There is Velcro all the way around this hat, so like that. So now we'll get to the back to plug in the wind-up key and the wires. So let's get into that. So now that you've done everything over on the front, now we will plug in all this stuff. But first, we'll get the wind-up key here and just right here. Then pull this, and I'll just spider on it. All right, anyways, then push it in. Then it should look like that. So yeah, what you want to do is plug in those two wires right there. All right, now that this one is plugged in, you will want to plug in this gray wire to the gray wires somewhere around here, so I'll plug that in. All right, so I just plugged it in right there. Then now you want to plug in the IR sensor. All right, I just plugged in the IR sensor, so that is it for plugging everything in, as you can see. Then you just want to plug in the adapter. There are 3 modes. There is sensor, off, and step pad. So yeah, let's get on to that demo.